It is time, my friends, for perhaps the most special pickup slash unboxing video that I have ever done in the YouTube channel, because here's just some of the stuff that I'm about to showcase. We got a couple of Wii U games. If you've been following the channel recently, you know I love me the Wii U. I got a retro gaming magazine. I have a variety of controllers that I can use on my computer, the Switch, and even on my PlayStation 3. Plus, I got some more awesome stuff. And most of this was really made possible because of you. You know that YouTube does have monetization, and through ad revenue, I was actually able to get my first YouTube check. It's not about the amount, it's about the significance, about the fact that thanks to your support, I've seen the growth of this channel, and I just want to thank you. And I feel like this video really is a thank you for everything that you've done. And I want to make sure that anything that we do in this channel, I put right back into it. So it's in many ways your unboxing video. So how about we start it off with the Wii U games? I think it's the thing that a lot of people are going to be interested in. So I have a wide variety, and I felt like getting fancy. So, oh my goodness. Oh, no, spoilers. Damn it. I'm gonna keep going though. But first game, Sonic and AllStars Racing Transformed. So I already had this game. I've played a lot of it on PC. I think I've been spoiled by the quality of the PC version. That one is super sharp, full 1080p, 60 frames per second. That being said, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I played Team Sonic Racing at PAX West last year. I was not incredibly satisfied with it. I've played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I played a lot of racing games that are the kart type, but I feel this is the very best. Maybe not the best version of this game, even though it does say bonus edition, but I did play a couple of rounds of it. You're looking at some gameplay that I personally recorded, but I was a big fan of it, so I thought that I had the responsibility to check out how the version on the Wii U ran, but it's passable and it gets the job done. So we have that. Now up next we have ourselves Just Dance 4. It was like $4 or $5, and give me a second. Yep, that just happened. Okay, let's move on to the next game, shall we? And this is Scribblenauts Unmasked. Now, I've yet to play this game, although I have played multiple Scribblenauts games. I have one for even the Switch, and I think that's a pretty solid game. And they're a fun platformer, so I was interested when I saw that there was going to be a version with the DC comic universe. So you see Scribblenauts Unmasked, a DC Comics adventure. So this is going to be something that perhaps I showcase in a batch of different Wii U coverage down the line, because once again, I haven't experienced it. It was like $4 to $5. And speaking of cheap games, I got to talk about Nintendo Land. I don't know why this game is so cheap, and maybe it's just because I played it for a short amount of time, but I love it. I'm a really big fan of your WarioWares, your Mario Kart, so the fact that this is a straight up mini game adventure. Now, I haven't played a ton of them, but I did play the Zelda one, and that was really fun because it's almost like a hybrid of a light gun game slash horde mode, where you have to aim with the Wii U pad, and you get more arrows by pointing the Wii U pad forward. It's really fun. I think more people should be talking about it. I don't know if people have been, and I just really haven't figured that out, but that's a really fun game. So if you want to build up your Wii U collection, I strongly suggest you start with that game, because you can find it. I've seen it for as low as $4 to $5 with the box, which is how much I paid for it. Now with this one, you see the GameStop logo. GameStop closed down in Puerto Rico a couple of years ago, but I visited Massachusetts a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to go to at least one GameStop so I could hopefully get a couple of Wii U deals. This was the only game that I actually wanted that had the full case, and NES Remix, much like Nintendo Land, scratches that mini game itch. It has a couple of different games, including Super Mario, etc., and you have to achieve a certain goal. So it's like kill a couple of enemies here, jump here, win by this time, and then you get graded by that. But I feel like both of these games, Nintendo Land and NES Remix, which includes 2 volumes, there's 2 versions of this, and this one just sort of lumps both of them up. As you see, I got this one for $15. They're a great buy. They're a great buy for the Wii U. So I'm gonna keep playing those for sure. Now this next game, Lego City Undercover, I have played it on the Nintendo Switch. It runs just fine unless you do co-op. If you do co-op, the frame rate literally drops below 10. The fact that they even kept that as a feature is insulting in many ways, but this is a really fun game that if you like Grand Theft Auto and you want that but in the Lego universe, get it. I saw my wife beat the game completely on the PlayStation 4, so we now have 3 copies. Well, we have a digital one on the PS4, plus I got the physical one for the Switch, and now I have this one. This cost me around $8. I think it's my favorite Lego game. I played maybe 6 hours of it. I haven't completed it yet. I tend to get bored of the Lego games. I tried to play the Villains one. It's okay, but they have a very repetitive formula, and I feel like this game breaks the cycle a little bit. Plus, I love the dialogue and the characters. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I didn't even know that Super Mario 3D World, like that was the original game that contained elements of a Treasure Tracker. I first played this when the demo came out for it on the Nintendo Switch, and I saw that that version goes for around $30 to $40, and I got this one used for $13. That's one of the biggest benefits of the Wii U, that you can buy a lot of these games like Hyrule Warriors, which I talked about in the past, and you can get them for like half the price if you get the Wii U, which of course first involves you buying the console, but if you have it, I think that this is a game worth having. As you can see, I've yet to even open this one, but I have an idea of what it's like. I'm not like a huge puzzle game fan because I get very frustrated, but I think having something like this where I can play a stage or two, kind of like I'm doing with Super Mario 3D World, is fun. So if you've played Captain Toad Treasure Tracker and you like it, let me know what you think of it. And this last game, not only did I get a couple of minutes to play it, I also had my wife sit down and play it because she's played all of the Batman Arkham games. I think her favorite is Arkham City, and this is a very rough version of the game. Now, the key word here is going to be potential, because the potential is there in that it does have some unique Wii U pad features when it comes to the puzzle solving part of the game, but the problem is that the performance is not just there. In most of the fights, you'll see the frame rate go between 15 to 20, sometimes it'll drop more. It's not a visually pleasing game. While my wife was playing, I was thinking, right, this is not comparing things to the PS4 and the Xbox One. This is in many cases can be compared to the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, but it runs significantly worse than those versions. So if you want to get it, in the case that you're looking for a complete Wii U collection, then maybe it's around $8, but I don't think I'm going to play it, although I wanted to, because I think it's cool that you have those unique features. So I'm going to put these games to the side and hopefully not drop them. Oh no, it's happening again. Okay, give me a second here. This is what happens when you want to unbox a bunch of stuff and you don't have a lot of room. But this is what I wanted to showcase. So I got this magazine during the month of July. And as you can see, it's called Retro Gamer Magazine. And what's unique is that it's a current video game magazine that has multiple interviews, stories, reviews of classic games. And I got a 3-month subscription because I simply wanted to have a chance to talk about it here on the channel, because a lot of people may not know about it. As far as I know, it comes out from the United Kingdom, and it's around $25 to $30 for a 3-month subscription. You can pay like $2 to $3 more, and you get access to a digital version. Not only did I forget that was an option, I just didn't get that digital option because I wanted to have something that before going to bed, I could read a couple of pages and get that feel that I used to have, you know, when I played games growing up, of checking out the latest reviews. Sometimes they'll have like a corner where they identify, hey, this is the game that came out this month that was very popular, here how it's reviewed, and they have very in-depth articles. So I strongly suggest that maybe you buy an individual magazine. It'll run you around $10, which for a magazine, not just a video game magazine, a regular magazine, it may seem like a lot, but honestly, I think it's cool. And for the sake of nostalgia, if you're nostalgic for even ColecoVision, Atari stuff, NES, early NES, Famicom stuff, maybe check it out. So talking about nostalgia, I got this thing. This is a Nintendo 64 controller, not for the Nintendo 64, this is one for the PC. I've been supporting on Patreon a very stable emulator to play N64 games. That's how I played Pokemon Snap and a couple of other games, but it was a little uncomfortable because I was using my Xbox One controller, and if you've played N64 games, you know that the controller layout is so different that you can kind of make it work with a PS4, Xbox One controller, but having a generic controller, I got this one off of Amazon for around $12, and it's actually pretty good. The buttons are very, very strong. I haven't actually tried it. This literally arrived last night as of the recording of the video, so maybe I'll eventually do a showcase for N64 games. If you'd like me to do that, maybe go to the comment section of this video and suggest a couple of N64 games that you'd like to see me play with this controller. But it was the controller with the highest review on Amazon. It does have the memory pack thing on the back, although that's completely empty. It does have the Z button, and the stick feels even better than the original. I do have an original N64 controller, and when I was comparing it, maybe it's because mine's all beat up, but I did think it was pretty damn solid. So this one is going to be maybe a head scratcher for a couple of people, because you can look at this, and then you can look at this and think, oh, it's a composite to HDMI up converter scaler. No, my friends, this is an HDMI to composite. That's right. I'm not looking to upgrade. I'm not looking to convert. I'm looking to downsample. I want my modern day consoles to look like hell. And that's because I'm turning 30 years old on September 13th. And my wife and I are going to be celebrating a combined 30-year-old party this year. And we're going to have a CRT TV, a bunch of stuff in the corner, because we're going to have a 90s themed birthday party. So I wanted to have my modified Super Nintendo Classic and PS1 classics and downscale them by putting those into a big CRT TV, which I talked about in a previous pickups that I bought for just like $10 a pop. So I got this to make sure that I could do that without a problem. I haven't actually put it to the test, so if this is something else that you would like me to do an individual video of, let me know, because hypothetically, I could connect my PS4 and my Switch and have those games look like hell on the CRT, which, now that I think about it, I'm kind of interested in that. I think there is a way I can make that happen, but just suggest some games that you'd like to see in the comments, because I think that would be quite the experiment. This thing here. There are a couple of Walmarts in Puerto Rico that I've become an expert at identifying that, oh, people don't go here to buy a lot of tech, so things that are technologically driven tend to go on sale. This is the My Arcade, like tiny arcade cabinet that people say is okay, but I got it for $5. I got it for $5, so who am I to complain? And as you can see, it comes with the NES copy, I believe, the NES copy of Bad Dudes. So you can play this via micro USB, so I can actually plug this into my computer and it does work, or you can pop this back, put a couple of AA batteries, and it gets the job done. And for something so simple, it's actually surprisingly solid. Like, you have a volume function, you have a speaker on the back, and you can plug in your very own headphones. So if you want to do that, that is an option. Now, that being said, it's not maybe the best game, because I've only played the arcade version of Bad Dudes, so not the best comparison, but the D-pad. Oof, this thing is rough. You can actually remove this, so if you just want to use the D-pad, very easy. But the problem is when you point downward, the character actually struggled to do that. These buttons are fine. And I got this because I'm curious to see if I can modify this in any way, shape, or form. The fact that it was $5, I thought it was a risk worth taking. Plus, all things considered, it looks pretty damn cool. You see the sides have full art. The screen is actually pretty good. It turns on and it's not horrible. And then this, you press this very hard button. Holy crap, look, I'm trying to press this like not super hard. It's barely budging. You really got to go up in there. And that's how you turn the thing on and off. And I'm just going to say I'm surprised at how many micro arcade machines are out there. Like, this is a very cheap one, plastic, but I've seen ones that are made using actual wood. I'm not going to personally spend money on those. I have my modified arcade 1-up cabinet, but It's cool for the people that are big fans of that, but this thing right here, this is the reason why I didn't do this unboxing video before, because the Wii U games did arrive a couple of days ago, but these had not arrived. This is a brand new controller, the 8BitDo Pro Plus Bluetooth gamepad. Give me a second because I wanted to showcase something in this video and I completely forgot to bring it. And we're back. Okay, so this is not the first 8BitDo controller that I've gotten. The reason I was so motivated to buy this one wasn't just the positive reviews from people like Spawnwave Media, etc. It's that I already had an experience with this one. I've talked about this one in previous videos. Super stable, it's excellent. I use this for my PlayStation 3. Many people don't know you can plug in many controllers to the PS3 and even connect them via Bluetooth. So that's how I use this one, because my PS3 controller is also beat up. I use this for that and the Nintendo Switch. The problem is that when you use it, your hands do get a little cramped. I tried to play Super Stardust HD on the PS3. It's a twin stick shooter, and because there's no grip, you feel like you're just hugging the controller, and I feel like the shoulder buttons here are a little too thin. But this is the controller that I use when I travel with my Nintendo Switch. But as you can see with this one, it does have the grip, and it has one of the better reviews out there. Some people say it's even better than the Wii U Pro Controller, and this is cheaper at $50. And much like that one, you can use it on your PS3, on your computer, Android. It's compatible with pretty much everything, and it's cheaper, and it seems to be pretty well built. This is another thing, right? I forgot about that. Unlike modern controllers that are fully digital, when it comes to digital, you know that games on the PS2 like Metal Gear Solid, you could briefly touch the shoulder buttons and you would pull out the gun before shooting and things like that. It's because they were analog shoulder buttons, which meant they could detect the sensitivity and how much you're pressing. Most controllers nowadays don't have that, but this one does. So for emulation, this is maybe the definitive controller, and it has a built-in software that you can download for your PC, and it helps. This is beautiful. It comes in this color. It also has a Game Boy variety. Ooh, okay. Oh, I was like, what the hell is wrong with the controllers? It's got this. Oh, wait a minute. We got some ASMR action. Get ready. Beautiful. Okay, so let's just take a look at everything that's inside the box. We have the controller. We have the cable. This is like, it's modern USB type cable, so pretty good stuff. Very sturdy box. I'm probably going to keep it, so whenever I'm not using the controller, I'm just going to put it in here, very safe. And I think that's what they intended with that, because for my other 8BitDo controller, I have that. But the problem is that when I went to Amazon, I didn't see anything like that for the Pro Plus. So let's just get a good feel of the controller. I already love it. It's very nice. Look at my grip. I don't even know where I'm looking right now, but yeah, look at that. It's pretty good. Let's put it on the lower camera. You can see the shoulder buttons. Let's compare them to these. Okay, so it's not a huge difference, but there is definitely a difference, because look at the size and the width of these in comparison to this. And you can see that these, they did try to go the PS4, PS3 route with having triggers. But with this, they took, oh my goodness. People, this is beautiful. I need a moment. I'm not gonna edit this out, but you're about to witness something special. I'm just gonna compare this. This is just clicky. You can hear a click, right? I think you can hear it. Check this out. Check this out. It's just smooth like butter. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. The controls, okay, very nice and clicky. I love that click. Now let's do a D-pad test. I'm gonna, just for reference, try this D-pad out again. Feels just fine. I'm a big fan of that D-pad. This one's a little nicer. I like it. I saw one complaint, and I definitely see it. You can see that with this one, I can totally easily, wow, there's a big difference there. I can easily reach the select and start, and this, and I have moderately sized hands. I definitely got to travel a little bit if I want to do the same with this controller. Not a deal breaker, because it's not like I'm looking to consistently press the select and start button. The first console that I am going to try this out with is the PlayStation 3. Keep in mind that if you go to eBay, a used PS3 DualShock controller still costs around $30. That's only for the PS3. And admittedly, the 6-axis and DualShock controllers for the PS3 were not built all that great. This is $20 more, and you can use it for the Switch, PS3, I'm assuming for most consoles. I got to download some firmware that does come with it. But let me know if there is a particular PS3 game that you would like me to showcase. And the cool thing, as I put everything away, is that I can confirm, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be working on a video, or am already working on a video for favorite PS3 games. So looking forward to you commenting on that one with your favorite PS3 games once that comes out. And I think we're good. I mean, we're not done. We're done with the video game section of the video, because in addition to all of that, this is like the but wait, there's more type of situation. I got 2 pro wrestling loot boxes. So even if you're not a fan of professional wrestling, say you're not doing much at home right now, you're just hanging out, you just got off of work, come hang out with me for a couple of minutes. I think video games and wrestling go hand in hand. This is the first box, which I believe came out. This is the July one. The other one is a lot bigger. I honestly don't know anything that it comes with. Most of my shirts that I wear in these videos, like this one right here, I got as a result of the Pro Wrestling Loot Box. It's around $25 a month. You be the judge of if you think that is worth it or not. I've been subscribed for a while now. It's been easily over 2 years. So let's just take a look here. We do have a shirt, and we'll check it out at the end. I can already guess it's a Kenny Omega shirt because I see a spray. Something about cleaner, maybe. Let's see what else we have here. We got a pack of cards. Interesting. What do we have here? What? We got some TNA. Look for hand-signed TNA autographs. So, for those that don't know, TNA, Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, began in the early 2000s, and it's a company that no longer exists. You'll see the name Impact show up in a couple of things. That was the name of the television show. Actually, I went to a couple of tapings and a TNA show in Puerto Rico well over a decade ago, but they no longer exist. They're owned by a different company, and the television show is still Impact Wrestling, but TNA, rest in peace. I am going to open this up. Maybe we can go down TNA memory lane, and who knows, maybe I get an actual signed thing. I'm curious. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is Robert Roode. So if you're a fan of WWE, you know exactly who that is. Look at that stud. Look at that stud right there. That is amazing right there. Look at that face. Both pictures that they chose are absolute crap. If anything, I'd say the younger picture looks better than this one, because this is like, I gotta go take a crap, but I gotta wrestle a match right now. This is like, yo, Backstreet Boys versus NSYNC, man. I'm a big fan of both. So here's Robert Roode. We got that. Ooh, this is nice. We got TNA World Champion. What? I know his name. Literally, it's just like, was I expecting somebody else to finish the sentence for me? TNA World Champion, the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle did awesome in TNA. He did a 450 knee splash, not just a 450 splash. I think that was on Abyss. But I was a really big fan of his time in TNA. It's unfortunate, though, because he had a lot of addiction problems, and that was not great for his health. What? Okay, that last one's all right, I guess, but we got a card of TNA referee Andrew Thomas. Yeah. We also got a card of Hermie Sadler. Woo! Okay, and we got Angelina Love from The Beautiful People, so at least there's that. She is still active in the world of wrestling, and it's crazy, you know, Beautiful People, I think they were very underrated. They weren't the most talented woman in the ring, but I think their personality, their promos, I think WWE borrowed a lot of stuff from The Beautiful People, so you really got to give Angelina Love and Velvet Sky, and even Madison Rayne, you got to give them some credit. So yeah, I know my TNA names. Think we have ourselves a lapel pin, and it is oh my goodness. This is awesome. Okay, so we have a Kurt Hennig Mr. Perfect lapel pin with a Lego block as a towel. I love the detail. This is just so damn cool. We have some images. We have some cards. Here we have Kenny Omega. Looks pretty good. He's giving you the goodbye and good night bang. He's doing that stuff. It's pretty cool. Big fan of Kenny Omega. Can't wait for All Out. Big fan of what All Elite Wrestling is up to. Man, this is cool. I mean, even if you don't know about professional wrestling, you know about Terry Funk. You know about the Funk Meister himself, Funk Master Funk. What? See, this is what happens when I try to improvise a lot. Weird words happen, so I'm just gonna keep going. But Terry Funk, wrestling legend, he retired 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 10 years ago, yesterday, and he's still amazing. Here we have, oh yes, this is good stuff. Jake the Snake Roberts. This is so awesome in so many ways, not just because he's one of the most iconic superstars of all time. You also have to admire his story of recovery. I mean, this is a man that should be dead by now, just based on his poor health for so long. But he went into DDP yoga, which I do. Bang. He looks so great. You know, he was in a couple of All Elite Wrestling things, promotional material, and you see the guy just love what he's doing. And that to me is just a sign that recovery truly is possible. Cheap plug for my Happy to Fail mental health podcast. If you haven't checked it out, it's available on Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, happytofell.podbean.com. And I almost forgot the t-shirt, but before that, let me just take this box, say goodbye, good night. Bang. Let us take a look at the breakdown item list here. But before that, the patented shirt size check. It is shirt size, medium. Gilda, one of my favorite brands. And shirt reveal in 3. Wait, which side do I do this at? This one? Okay. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Bam! Got it. You see Omega now with elite cleaning action. These are my ideal wrestling shirts. The ones, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, the ones that you don't have to be a wrestling fan to appreciate. And with that being said, we're still not done. You can hit that subscribe button. You can hit that notifications bell. But if you thought that box was big, if that box was something, boom, we have ourselves a bigger box. Not Pro Wrestling Loot design, but it is from the same company. As you can see, it's bigger, so I will assume it has some kind of Funko Pop. So for the sake of not spoiling what's inside, gonna open it off screen. I hope you recovered from my Just Dancing video. I'm just gonna say, we definitely have a pop. You know what? You've been with me along this entire ride. Why don't I just showcase it right now? We're both about to find out at the same time. So let's put it here. What do we? Oh yes, yes, man, that is a cool one. That is a cool one. The fact that it has the glasses, we have a Bret the Hitman Hart Funko Pop. I am very happy about this. You know, I've been getting into a little bit of Bret Hart matches, like some early 90s stuff, because I started watching wrestling 96, 97. So Bret Hart was sort of like still involved around that time, but not the iconic early 90s Bret Hart. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret Hart, all of that awesome stuff. Matches versus Owen Hart, may he rest in peace. And the fact that not only is it a great pop, it's a great condition box. I think we have a digital video disc. We're about to find out. Nice! The best of Bam Bigelow. And then there's a B, so I'm just going to assume that says Bam Bigelow. It's obviously not like WWF. Oh, I'm actually excited for this because I think I've only watched like 1 or 2 Bam Bigelow matches from New Japan or wherever he was in Japan. I've really only seen his WWE stuff. So matches include against Akira Maeda from 87, Antonio Inoki, ooh, that's good, from 87, versus Big Van Vader. Oh my goodness, I'm watching this today probably. Versus Tatsumi Fujinami, Koji Kitao. Wow. Okay, you have a tag match teaming up with Vader. So let's just take a look at how this looks inside. And okay, I mean, guys, you could have written something. I'm just gonna say though, Pro Wrestling Loot. I love you guys. I love you guys, but you could at least Sharpie something there. Hey, it's rewritable though. So wait a minute. I think we're onto something. I think Pro Wrestling Loot wants us to rewrite history and make our own Bam Bigelow DVD, our own BBB DVD. Wow, that was bad. I apologize. That was a lot better in my head, but yeah, good stuff though. But come on, just print a little something on the front. It does say Volume 1, so I will assume you guys didn't make that. It's a collaboration, so tell them. It's like, hey, the cover's nice, the back's fine, but put something on the damn DVD, man. Come on. We have another lapel pin. And oh, come on. Yes! I am very happy about this right now because we got the Bret Hart Funko Pop, a freaking Owen Hart lapel pin. Where's the other one? I already lost the other lapel pin. And then we have Kurt Hennig. Like, man, that is a badass combination. You want the definition of wrestling badass? You have it right there. Some of the arguably greatest sports entertainers of all time. So let me try to get you to zoom in. There's the Owen Hart lapel pin. And I am very, very excited. I'm assuming that's it for this box. I haven't actually taken a look, but there's already a large amount of stuff. No t-shirt, because obviously we got the Funko. Not gonna complain. So let's see what else we have here. Oh, last month, or technically 5 minutes ago, we got a Kenny Omega trading card. And I will assume this is Cody. This is actually very convenient. It's like, who is it? Find out on the next exciting episode of, oh, look at that. Look at that. It's got the patented Cody smile with the Cody hair. I miss mustache Cody Rhodes. I hope he brings that mustache back at some point. It's amazing. And let me just take a look at this. Pull it out and then throw that away. Go back down. And what do we have here? I actually don't know who that is right now. It is Puma King, Lucha Star Puma King. Thought it was like Ricochet, like an old school Ricochet stuff or something. I don't follow Lucha Libre a lot, although I will assume based on this combination, maybe this is somebody that will eventually make his way into All Elite Wrestling. But that is pretty cool. I don't know who he is, but oh no, Cody! I'm sorry, Cody. Cody's okay, people. Cody's okay. He's okay. But let's just take a look at everything that we got by reading down both breakdown item lists. We got the autographs, we got the trading card on this one. For the TNA ones, we got the Bret Hart Funko, we got the t-shirt. Back to back, these are very strong combinations. I like the combo of Funko Pop and DVD. I think they should continue to do that. And then I like the shirt. I think that's the balance. If they go like month to month and then go back and forth on something like that, I think that would be pretty cool. As far as my overall favorite item, not of the entire video, because that would be insane. I mean, if I were to do that for the entire video, it would be the controller, which I forgot to point something out, right? Not only is this a rechargeable controller, and see, this is why you needed to keep watching the rest of the video. Not only is it rechargeable, if I can even pull this out, it's rechargeable. You can buy additional batteries or pull this out and pop in some AA's. So if you're using this for travel, there's a lot of options. I'm going to keep an eye out and see if there's some kind of cover or package like this one for this. So that way, when I do the eventual full-on review for this controller, I can also highlight perhaps a couple of accessories because I love this, but I don't have anything to put it on. And it is pretty beefy, right? And it also does have like a nice texture. I think that you and I need to take a break for just a little bit, at least of this video. You can check out other videos on the channel, but real talk, I really hope that you had a lot of fun doing this. As I mentioned, thank you. I honestly don't know how to thank you guys and gals more than just doing stuff like this, just making sure that every penny that I get into this channel goes right back into the channel, whether it be through equipment improvement, whether it be through video games, any of that. Just please know that I do this channel because I love the connection. I love the tweets. I love people that have told me, hey, I found you through Instagram TV and now I subscribe here. All of the people that have subscribed because of the Wii U videos, I am eternally grateful. I don't even know how to keep thanking you other than just saying thank you, thank you, thank you. And consider sharing the channel with friends that you think would benefit from this. I'm going to be as authentic as possible in this channel. I'm actually going to confirm right now, next week, I'm going to be working on a very different kind of video where I'm going to be talking about the importance of retro gaming stores. And in that video, I'm going to include segments from an interview that I did in Puerto Rico with a retro game store owner. It's in Spanish, but it is going to have English subtitles, and I am going to be talking about the topic throughout that video. So if you like this and maybe it's your first time watching, welcome. Hope you had some fun and that you enjoy my Just Dance dance. Subscribe, hit the notifications bell, hit me with that thumbs up, and up until next time, thank you for watching and supporting, and take care, everybody.